Hello YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crocheter. I'm here to show you a few things that I've made. It's not a lot because I have been trying my hand at knitting and it goes slow. But I did do some crocheting. So the first thing that I made was another one of those hair towels with a twist by Heart Hook Home. Oh, this was a pattern given to me, and again, I meant to look, oh, it's a free pattern given to me by a viewer named Wendy, and this is the second one I've made. Really easy, great instructions, and if you'd like to make those bath gift sets, great addition. Love it. And this was using the Yarn Bee Sugar Wheel Cotton. The colorway is Be Still My Tart. Anyway, so this is be going off. My daughter's requested a few of them, so trying to whip off as many as I could before I go visit her. So this one might be, I'm not sure, maybe something else for the bath. So love this stuff. This stuff is amazing, so soft. It's not the cotton, you know, the kitchen cotton. It's really soft and it's 100% cotton. So I made that. And then, the other thing, so last week I was watching the Happy Crafty Homemaker, Carrie, and she issued out an extremely motivational, inspiring video about knitting for crocheters. And I swear, it was like she was talking to me. She, you know, basically said, yeah, you know, nobody out there is perfect, and especially when they first start. And she gave lots of direction, lots of instruction, like, and just lots of, you know, great advice. Loved it. I've watched the video a couple times already. Love her. I'll leave a link for her down below too. She is absolutely awesome. But anyway, so I've done a few knitted pieces that I guess some would consider is not step one. So I'm kind of stepping back, starting with the dishcloths. So the first one that I made, it is a little rough, but is I got it, it's called the dishcloth recipe, and I'll leave the link for that. It's a free pattern, but it is the same as the Granny's dishcloth. Anyway, so I made that. I haven't woven in any ends, but I'm quite pleased with that. I am quite pleased with that. There are some mistakes, but hey, you know what? It's a dishcloth. I'm still in awe of the fact of how knitting has such amazing stretch. Like, it's stretchy. So I love this, and I'm going to be making a bunch of them just to practice. And this is the garter stitch, and these are yarn overs. Anyway, so I did that, and that was using part of this little dollop. I'm not 100% sure, but I think Zelda sent me this last year. And I have a few of them, and I'm just gonna keep making tons of dishcloths. So yeah, so I made that. Then that was on the recommendation of Carrie. Then she also recommended this pattern, which is another free pattern, which is Boxy dishcloth. This one's giving me a little bit of a hard time. I'm also trying bamboo needles, and I know a lot of knitters don't like bamboo. I personally like them. They're very light, and I guess I'm learning what my tastes run to, and I like the blunter tips. So anyway, let me show you what I've been up to here. Okay, it's a little rough, but I'm getting it. And this one takes me a little longer because I'm not that familiar with it, and lots of counting. And as I've said before, one of the biggest issues when you're learning something new is recognizing the stitches. What do the stitches look like? So, you know, that's what I'm training myself to do, trying to, you know, what the anatomy of a stitch. So, and I'm using 24/7 cotton by Line Brand, and this colorway is lilac. Yeah, I wouldn't call that lilac, but hey. Anyway, enjoying this very much, Carrie. Thank you very much. So thank you for the suggestion. I'm loving it. But it does take longer. So, and then the last thing I want to talk to you, or I want to show you, is Billie from the Crafty Floridian has developed a pattern for a bag, a beach bag. And I offered to write it up for her. Never did that before. It was a lot more work than I thought. But anyway, so she basically sent me her notes. I tried to, you know, write it up. Got lots of input from other people that she's asked to test, people that I've asked to test. Got lots of input, and I think it's ready to go. So if you're interested in this pattern, I'm gonna leave Billie's email address down below. Send her an email, and off you go. So the first one that I made is using okay, so these are both made with kitchen cotton. So Billie, you know that I love you very much if I'm working with kitchen cotton. Although, because I've worked with it for so, I made 2 bags. I worked with it so much, it's kind of worming its way into my heart a little bit. It's not as difficult as I found it before. Anyway, so I had a lot of little scraps of cotton from past projects, and so I decided, because the first prototype, I didn't want to waste other yarn, I'm just gonna use my scraps. And now this one does not have a handle, but I made this one. And yes, it's wonky, it did not have a lot stuff worked out, but it's also a beach bag, right? I wanna try to stuff it to show you. I wonder if I could take this pillow. Anyway. All right, so you get the idea. Anyway, so it's all just scrap yarn. Pattern was, her ideas are great. And one of the things that she suggested was putting in a piece of plastic in the bottom or sewing it in, which I did. This is the plastic canvas, I believe, but I did not sew it in. What I did was I just tied the piece in there so that I can remove this for washing. But in the meantime, it provides a certain amount of stability for the bottom of the bag. So yeah, you can see that I just tied it. Anyway, and now the reason it doesn't have a handle yet is because I honestly haven't gotten around to it. So that. And then once the pattern was written up, I decided to make a good one. And I did it in black and white, because that's what I had. Same kind of theory. And this is actually, and while I was making it, my mom, she doesn't even like crochet anything. She's requested this bag. That's why the long handles, because she wants it as a crossbody. We go to farmers markets, so this is what she wants to use it for, but she likes to wear her bag across her chest. So I made it long enough for her. It's a good thing she's an itty bitty. And yeah. And what I did here was again, I didn't have any handles, so I just took the black and white and braided it and then attached it to where Billie suggests, and I got handles. That's all I did. And again, the bottom is just tied with the same color as the base of the bag. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So this one will be my mom's market bag. Where's the other thing? See, she loves it. Which, like, again, it surprises me because she doesn't usually like anything. So again, if you're interested in the pattern, I'm not sure how much Billie is charging, but send her an email and you guys can work it out. I think she's trying to raise funds for shipping for the Hats for Kids program that she's running, which is just amazing. She's doing wonderful things over there. So any help that we can offer would be just amazing. And that's all I have to show you right now. I'm still working on a couple of big blankets, and now I have another. My father-in-law has asked me to make him a blanket. And okay, so now I went to Michael's today to get some yarn to make his blanket. I didn't read his text very well, so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. Went and got this yarn because they were having a sale. And I get home, open up his text, and he doesn't want blue, and that's exactly what I bought. Like, ugh. So now I'm gonna take that back and get a different color. So anyway, yeah, one of those days. That's all I have to show you now, but I did want to address something else. Yesterday, I was introduced to my first vampire troll. And yeah, someone out there has a hate on me, which is fine. I don't have to please everybody, but she was pretty vicious. And she was actually, you know, a few other podcasters, you know, tried to defend me and whatnot. And she started attacking them as well. And I was gonna, you know, call her out by name, and so that all the other podcasters know, and to block her or whatever, because she's just not a nice person. And I thought, I'm just not gonna give her that. I'm not gonna do that. She wants attention. I'm not gonna give it to her. Like, you know, my son has been giving me advice. So what I've decided to do is, if I come across any more trolls or any kind of negativity, I'm adopting a take out the trash policy. As soon as I see it, it's gonna be block and delete, block and delete. It makes me feel good, and you know, they're taken care of. So needless to say, I did kind of get sucked in for a little bit, but then you know, my family just put it all into perspective, and you know, I do feel sympathy for that person. I really do. You know, poor soul. I just, you know, how you know, like Gypsy said, hurt people hurt people. You know, she must be very hurt. So, and I say she, but I don't really know. I mean, she could reinvent herself and come back at me again. She has that option. But I will not. I'm going to be like Crystal, and I'm, you know, going to stand up for myself. I'm not going to allow that. And so it's going to be block and delete, block and delete. So anyway, that's all I have. Yeah, I've addressed everything that I needed to address, and I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we will talk soon.